Hey everyone, this is Greg from the Golf In Club. I'm going to be showing you today how to download and install the free WordPress plugin Golf In Club, the ultimate booking platform for indoor sports facilities. So what we're going to do, we're going to go straight to the golfinclub.com/booking platform, just right here. We're going to click get started, we'll bring you there as well. We're going to download the free WordPress plugin. Just go ahead and hit save there. Now we're going to go over to our WordPress site. We're going to go over to plugins page. We're going to hit add new plugin. And we're going to upload a plugin. We're going to choose that file we just downloaded. We're going to hit install now. And then we're going to activate the plugin. Once it is activated, you will be brought to the home page here for the dashboard. You'll also see on the left-hand side, you'll now have a menu for Golf In Club. So first things first, we're going to want to go to settings and check that out and make sure it meets your requirements. It's pretty self-explanatory. One thing you'll definitely want to do is get your appearance settings right. Make sure you pick the right color scheme for your site, or you can do custom colors and just set it to whatever you need it to be. I'm going to go with ocean blue for this example. And then I'm just going to leave it on the system default font. You can also do custom font to define the own font family. But anyways, let's move on here. We're not going to do payments for this example, but definitely use the test mode for Stripe when you're first testing this out. Do a couple bookings, make sure everything looks good. This is also going to be used for the registration if you're doing initiation fees, things like that. But for this example, we're just going to leave this blank. Next thing you're going to need to do, right now we've got it set to bay and bays, which is going to be your default option for the reservable spaces. But you know what? I'm just going to, for this example, I'm just going to call it space. We're going to call it spaces. And we're going to save those changes, and you'll see that in manage bays, you now have spaces. So in the free version, you're going to get 2 reservable spaces that are going to show up when you go to try to make a booking. You can add more in the back end here, but you're only ever going to see 2. If you need to upgrade, you can go ahead and click that upgrade option. Select the option that makes the most sense for you. You can either pay annually or you can pay monthly. You get a pretty big savings if you pay annually. So I encourage you to do that. But another nice thing about upgrading, other than just getting more than 2 reservable spaces, is that you're going to get support. So if you need help, you can reach out to me via email. I'd be happy to help you if you're a paying customer. Otherwise, definitely reach out, use our support form. But for the time being, if you pay, you'll get priority support. So anyways, we're going to go over to manage those spaces now. We're going to add a space. This is an example. Let's just pretend it's a golf bay. So I'm going to call it Bay 1. For the description, I like to kind of put information about the bay. I'm going to call this a TrackMan. I'm going to choose a image, get a nice picture here. I'm going to set my operating hours. So say this bay is open from 6 to 11 p.m. And I don't want to enable every day. I'm just going to hit apply Monday to all. So that's going to set 6 to 11 for every day. And you know what? At Thursday at 5 o'clock, I know I've got a guy giving lessons here. I just want it blocked off so nobody can book 5 to 6 on Thursdays because he's always here. 5 to 6. We're going to go ahead and save that down. And you'll see now the operating hours will show up for all the days that it is enabled. And then also you'll see that break on Thursdays from 5 to 6 p.m. We're going to add another bay, just an example. We'll call this like bay 2. We'll give this, we'll say this is a Unicore IXO. And this could be anything. It doesn't have to be a launch monitor. It could be whatever you want for that description of the bay. Or you can just leave it blank and just not have a description. I'm just going to use a random image here. I'm just going to use this mock-up. And then we're going to give this some basic office hours, operating hours. I'm actually going to have this start later. So this bay is only going to be available in the afternoon. So like 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. We'll apply that to all days. Go ahead and save that space down. And now we are ready to test this out. Feel free to go through some of the other options if you need to. But definitely take a look at the dashboard. We've got a lot of documentation here on all the different shortcodes. We actually also have a shortcode generator for the booking shortcode because there's a lot of options that you can use. It can get a little crazy. There's a lot of examples and explanations here. So spend some time looking at this if you need to. But in any case, we're just going to go ahead and use the shortcode generator. For this example, we're not going to do anything with pricing, and we're going to just have all the bays that we made selected. We're not going to do any peak pricing, any of that. We have a lot of options here, but I'm just going to have the email customer flag enabled, and then that generated shortcode is going to be here. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go and add this to my site. So I'm just going to create a page, and we're just going to call this like a test page, but you can put this anywhere on your WordPress site. And I'm just going to put a heading here, just center it. heading, just call it testing shortcodes. And then I'm going to make a block for the shortcodes. Something I like to do if you're using Gutenberg is set it to a group, kind of contain it a little bit. Let's go ahead and paste that shortcode in. Go ahead and hit publish. And we're going to go ahead and view that page. And here it is. So here's our booking interface here. We're going to go ahead and here, let's set it to, let's make a booking for Tuesday for 1 hour. Here's all the time slots that match with the operating hours of the bays that are available. So if I do 1 p.m., see only one bay is available because remember I set bay 2 to be only in the afternoon. Let's do 5 p.m. I see both bays show up. Now I think if we do Thursday, any Thursday at 5 p.m., I believe bay 1, because we set that break, shouldn't show up. So there we go. It's not available. Now if the bay was booked, it wouldn't be available. It also wouldn't show. But anyways, let's just go ahead and select one of these. Let's make a booking. We're going to confirm that booking. And there we go. That's what that looks like. You can add to the calendar. You can go back, make another. Depending on the booking restrictions, I'm logged in as an admin, so I don't have them, but you would get a little warning if you already exceeded those booking restrictions. But anyway, so that's the main booking functionality. Let's just show you some other examples as well. So if we go over back to the dashboard here, let's take a look at the user bookings shortcodes. This would ideally be on a different page, but we're going to go ahead and paste that in. You can see I made a booking earlier, but when I refresh this now, you can see, and this one was from earlier, so I'll cancel that. But here's our bay 1. This is the one I just made that I showed you. If I wanted to cancel it, I could. We can also go and look at the T schedule. So this is like a by space schedule view, and it's like kind of like showing any upcoming or active bookings. So it's pretty cool. You can see all your bays will output here, and then you will have all the bookings showing up here. Now, let's go back. I want to show you something cool. If we do it on the same day, so let's make another booking here. Probably should have done this on a different page, but we're working here. So let's do today is the 29th. So a 2-hour booking, 5 p.m. on bay 2. Confirm that booking. We're going to go back to our view here. And actually, I just got rid of it. So put the T schedule back. So now you can see this already expands when you load it into the page. So because it's today, it's active, and you can see this will start at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. If it was already 5 p.m., it would say there'd be an indicator that says ongoing. Because it's mine, I can actually cancel from here if I wanted to. So it makes it easy for people to cancel if they need to. But if you would see other people, it wouldn't be cancelable. And then also I want to show off the calendar view because it's a pretty cool view. We would go here, paste it in, go back to that test page and refresh. So here's the calendar view, pretty straightforward. You can also view day by day if you wanted to. So this is today. Here's that week view. You can see this starts matching up. You can filter by the bays, filter by the user. Pretty exciting stuff here. And yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to show you for the demo. But there's a lot more options. And again, if you need support, feel free to reach out and then go ahead and upgrade if you do need more than those 2 available spaces. But yeah, I'm excited to bring this to you guys. Looking forward to getting your feedback, and hopefully this was an easy video for how to get started with the Golf In Club booking plugin for WordPress. And if you do need this and you're not using WordPress, I do have a way where we can embed this and put it on any other site. So feel free to reach out and we can talk pricing. But anyways, thank you so much for your time. One other thing I did want to mention is if you go to the users page here, you'll see I don't have any users on this site, but you'll notice there's 2 roles that get added when you install the plugin. You have the Golf In Club member role and the Golf In Club guest role. These are just by default. When somebody signs up on the website, or somebody signs up through the booking form, they're going to become a guest role by default. And the nice thing is about that is then you can basically customize this to your liking. One thing I recommend doing is getting the free Ultimate Member plugin. And something I like to do in there is go over to those user roles here, and then you can see, like, for members, when they log in, I want to bring them to a specific page. I can do that. So instead of going back to the profile page, I can bring them right to a redirect URL. So like something like /tee times or wherever it is, like /booking, whatever you make that page where you're going to have that booking shortcode where they can go straight to those booking URLs. So that's something you can do. You can do the same for the guest roles as well. So something I really like about Ultimate Member as well is, let's say we had our test page here that has our booking form. Let's go ahead and just put that back on here. GIC booking. If you scroll down, you'll see you can restrict access in Ultimate Member to specific users who are logged in. So maybe I only want logged in users who are a member or whatever role. You can add roles in WordPress. You can do that as you will. But I would say I only want admins and members to be able to see this page. So maybe this was your main booking page. You need to be logged in to book. You can go ahead and do that. That's one of the nice things about using Ultimate Members. You can set up a lot of different options. It gives you a nice login, gives you registration pages if you need those, if you're not going to use the registration page as part of the plugin. And it allows you to also change like the menus, which is nice. So something you might want to consider checking out Ultimate Member plugin. It's free, and there's some cool options for if you wanted to charge for members. Ultimate Member is a great solution for that, and it works really well with the Golf In Club plugin. Anyways,